When these come in the box, they'll kind of maybe have a little bit of a curl to them. If you will, just get them out, set them on a table inside, let them kind of warm up. They'll lay back flat. That's just kind of help you when you're getting out here, lining everything up, keeping it straight. Once it's not curled up on you, it's nice and easy to deal with. Next thing you want to do is make sure we have a good clean surface. I'm using isopropyl alcohol. I know this stuff is kind of scarce right now, but it's really the best thing to use to get this paint nice and clean. Once you get it all cleaned up, make sure there's no wax residues or any grease. You can also use degreaser, something like that. Just make sure you get anything that would keep it from adhering. This stuff's got a silicone-based type adhesive on it, so even if you do have to take it off of your truck later on, you won't have any problems with any residues. You can literally just sit there and rub it and it'll ball up on it, and you can take it off. When we're pulling apart these the backing on this, just kind of be careful as you go. Just peel it. You can see part of it kind of comes up a little bit there, but make sure you just don't rip it off. Just like any kind of decal, if you ever put any decals on, it's no different. Make sure I got a little. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually lining it up with this Sill plate that's up here, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get up underneath, try to get as much as underneath of this one as I can. Hopefully I can do that on camera here. We'll go ahead and kind of wedge it back and forth, and what I'm gonna do first is just try to get that initial, and I'll start at one end here, and I'll just kind of poke it till you'll feel it kind of pop underneath that seal. And I don't want to let it fall here. I just want to make sure I get a good contact on that top and keeping it up underneath that rubber. And then I'm going to go in the center. You start in the middle and just kind of come down just a little bit on this first slope right here. And as we get that first slope, it'll make life a lot easier. Okay. And then you work from the inside, the middle, out to make sure you don't get any air bubbles. So you got that. All right. You hear that air bubble pop up. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to just kind of work my way down with it and make sure you don't let it touch here. And just come on with it. And if you have to, you can peel this off and redo it. Just make sure it's kind of warm where you're doing it. There you go. I got that middle right there. And then I want to make sure the letters stay nice and straight. Work it from the top. Work it down just like any sticker. If you ever put a decal on your trucks before. There's nice and straight. For all us anal retentive guys that like to get everything just right. There we go. Same thing here. If it does stick on you, just kind of give it a little pull. Work your way on it. Work it top down a little bit. Work it down to that corner now. Alright, so now I'm going to work in the middle here. And I'm going to get my R perfectly straight. And this stuff does not come on. I've kicked it. I've tried to peel it with my foot as a normal use. Now, if you get your finger down here and pull on it, yeah, you'll be able to pull it off. But under normal use, you won't. And if you're worried about your stuff getting a little bit scuffed, then yeah, this stuff is got some abrasion to it, but that's purposely designed so you don't slip and fall if you don't have a set of steps getting in and out of your truck. Nice and straight. Here we go. See how this P? I'm not happy with that, so I'll actually peel that back just a little bit. There we go. Get it nice and straight. There we go. And that'll stick, and once it sits on there, especially when it gets cooler to it, it definitely sticks. This is waterproof adhesive. You won't have any trouble with any water or moisture getting into it. The backing is all, like I said, silicone-based adhesive. And that's basically it.